Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Hello everyone, Ryu here. Today we're going to talk about EverQuest, Champions of Norrath, Realms of EverQuest. EverQuest came out in 1999, was endorsed by Sony Online Entertainment. It became a cultural phenomenon and led to spin-off games. We're playing it on the backwards compatible PS3 today. But this is a very unique game. EverQuest was a huge part of my life. This particular game has 5 different classes. This is set before the events of Norrath. Enaruk, the god of hatred, is invading with orc and goblin armies. We get 5 classes: barbarian warrior, wood elf ranger, high elf clerics, erudite wizards, and dark elf shadow knights. I don't know why the dark elves are in here, honestly. They're not heroes. They were created by Enaruk. But anyway, they're here, and for some reason appear to be heroes. I personally love this game. There's no stat differences between male and female characters. There's up to 4-player co-ops, great ability tree. It runs on a reworked Baldur's Gate, the Dark Alliance engine. Snowblind Studios also made the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, by the way. This is one of my most favorite games on the PlayStation 2. Alright, we'll start a normal game.
Champions of Norrath, thank you for answering my call in what may be our darkest hour. The unthinkable has happened. Orcs and goblins, once mortal enemies, have now become allies and attacked our beloved home in Fadewar. Even as we speak, they move through Feydark Forest unopposed. They have pillaged our home, Kelethin, and put our loved ones to the sword. Their tracks leave scars upon the land that may never be healed. Yet, my friends, I fear that this is only the beginning. If Feydark falls, then so falls Fadewar, and then these beasts will have all of Norrath by the throat. This is not a battle we are fighting. It is a war, and it is one we must win. Many brave fighters have fallen, and many more are dying in the forests below. To win this war, I need more than soldiers with a will to fight. I need heroes, men and women of strength and bravery, who can turn aside this tide of hate that threatens our kingdom and all of Norrath. Who amongst you will take up the sword, the staff, the hammer, and drive this scourge from our land? If there be any who would lay down their life for the glory of Fadewar, for the defense of Norrath, then speak now.
Let's see now. EverQuest was a huge part of my life. The character designs and models are gorgeous, and the graphics are beautiful for the time of the PS2. The cleric isn't really that useful unless you're playing a multiplayer game. The erudite wizards are cool, a very OP magic class. We're gonna pick my favorite, of course, the female Shadow Knight. Yeah, I love the female Shadow Knight. This game had very favorable reviews, and it's one of the best dungeon crawlers on the PS2. That's true. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance meets EverQuest lore. Very true. Underrated PS2 gem, agreed. Some of the things said about it, its reviews. EverQuest was a huge cultural phenomenon. Their servers, it was so popular when it first came out, were crashing because there were too many people on it. It sold 10,000 copies on day one. It was inspired by old school text-based RPGs, which were what most internet MMOs were, you know, before we had graphics. We had text-based RPGs. This was developed and made by Variant Interactive and 989 Studios. The people who made this were very heavily inspired by and influenced by Dungeons and Dragons. So, this was a huge explosion in the MMO world. A spin-off game from the main title of EverQuest. I think this was 1,000 years before the events in mainline EverQuest. I think, I'm not sure. Let me check. But it came out before the events that happen in the main EverQuest MMO. And it was before the moon Lucilin was shattered. So at some point their moon Lucilin was shattered. And this is set years before the original EverQuest. It's about 300 years. Okay, I was off by a lot before the original EverQuest. The 300 years before is straight from EverQuest lore. EverQuest Online Adventures is 500 years before that. I never expected EverQuest to have a spin-off game.
Let the beatings begin. Who wants it first?
I love the things that she says. They're funny. Let's see. You can change her skin color, of course. Hairstyle. That one's probably the best one. We'll take that. Whoops, wrong button. Now, Drow traditionally, or dark elves, only have white hair, usually. Or dark raven black hair. It'll take lots of intelligent points for her to use magic. We'll call her Foxy. There we go. The things she says are really, really funny.
Ah, a welcome sight indeed. My heart rejoices. If nothing else, I am wealthy in friends. But I warn you, the road ahead will not be an easy one. You may think the enemy nothing more than a rabble of ill-disciplined orcs and goblins. Do not be deceived. These beasts are treacherous, and they are led by an orc who is bigger, stronger, and more cunning than any I have ever met. His presence alone whips these orcs and goblins into the army that cuts its way towards us even now. But if someone, a hero, were to carry the battle to this orc chieftain, then perhaps our fortunes could be reversed. I need you to enter the Great Feydark Forest, discover who this orc chieftain is, what his plans are, and if possible, defeat him. You will need supplies and weapons for the coming battle. Visit our shopkeeper, Nenmar. I have instructed him to provide you with whatever you need for a fair price.
Let the beatings begin. Who wants it first?
This has really good, high-detailed character models, in my opinion. Especially rare for the time this came out. Wonderful character models. The talent trees are great. Dark Elf, Shadow Knight. No quests. We have our abilities. Slashing and blunt weapons. Harm touch is down here. Her skeleton ability. Summon skeleton, I mean disease bolt. I think we talked to the guy that's over here. This game was beautifully done for the time it was
The Feydark lift is
made.
off limits by order of Leithcorius, Heartwood Master of the Wood Elves. No one is permitted to use the lift until every single goblin and orc is destroyed. No exceptions.
Alright, let's do this. You can zoom in and out, of course. Oh, look at that. We found a magic weapon. 3% critical hit. Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright. We'll buy this. Buy a couple arrows. Alright, the left trigger button, L1, will switch between your weapons. Having a ranged weapon can let you cheese through certain bosses in this game. We'll get through the first part of this pretty fast. Alright, portal active. Here's a save point. We got 40 goblins. Oh, I died. Good thing I made it to a safe point. Whoops. There we go. You want to stay away from those goblins that have magic weapons. Now, of course, we don't have any abilities yet. Alright, gained a level. There's the map. We'll take some more stamina. We want to use slashing weapons. There are slashing weapons specific to the class of Dark Knight, or Shadow Knight in this case, which is why you want to go with that versus blunt weapons. Blunt weapons are more special and specific to the cleric class in this game, as far as I can remember. The portal scrolls will always take you back to the shops. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to buy a couple of these. I don't have enough gold. Dang. Alright. I made a mistake of selling a healing potion. Sigh. Alright, back we go. Remember, always pay attention to what you're selling and buying when you're in the shop. Do not repeat my mistakes. But, taking slashing over blunt, even though I'm using blunt object, may not be good right now in the moment, but it will be better for late game. This game came out in 2004, by the way. Oh, look at that. We picked up a piece of armor. Let's see if it's any good. 4 armor, 12 armor. So we'll take that. We We gained a level. Ah, no, I thought we gained a level. Alright. Yeah. There's only 9 goblins left now. Alright, we found a gate school. Gate schools will always take you back to the shop area. I was thinking town portal scroll like Diablo. There's another save point. More armor. These have 4 armor, those have 12 armor, 7 armor. Alright. I could get very addicted to playing this game very quickly. I've played through this game tons of times. I love it. Oh, look at that. Boots. Yeah, take that. Let's see. These are 3 armor boots. We'll take the 12 armor boots. Very nice. Alright. You can now use the elevator. This is a wonderful game, and I recommend trying it if you ever get the chance. This game, in my experience, is rare to find or see for the PlayStation 2. I still have the box and instruction booklet for this game. I would recommend giving it a try if you get the chance, particularly if you like action RPGs, similar to Diablo and Grim Dawn. I don't need that many arrows. Alright, well, I don't need any of that stuff right now. Now we can go down to Lesser Fadark.
Darkness and terror. My kind of place.
Aren't you a little overdressed for a stroll through Fadark Forest? Maybe you haven't heard, but we're fighting orcs today.
Your words are wasted on this one, Eodane. It's but another fool who thinks to be a hero. When will Lithcorius stop sending them to us? They don't come prepared, they don't follow orders, and they don't bathe. They're more trouble than they're worth. Mark my words. We'll end up burying this one right next to the others.
With your charm, Havnal, it's little wonder we don't get more recruits from Fadok's champions. You will have to excuse my friend, but he does have a point. If you're here to do battle with the orcs or goblins, you'll need to better equip yourself.
Equip with what? We haven't
The
got
Dark
any
Elves live in
extra
an underground
provisions.
city
The
called
goblins took
Norrath in
everything they could lay their
EverQuest
hands
lore.
on. You might as well go home.
The Heartwood Master would not be pleased to hear his warrior welcomed with such words, Coel. This knight has traveled a long way to do battle at my father's request, on behalf of our people. Forgive Coel's words. These have been difficult times for us all. I am Elgawain, lieutenant in the Fadok Battalion, and son of Lithcorius. You are welcome here among us, champion. I see my father chose wisely, indeed. You could not have come at a better time. If you wish to arm yourself with better weapons and armor, then it may be that we can aid each other. Beyond the rock grotto are 2 fallen trees which mark the Goblin's Cave. In this cave, you will find the spoils the Goblins plundered when they sacked our home of Kelethan. In exchange for spilling Goblin blood, you may also find other things there which could be of great use to you on your mission.
Alright, so he wants us to go to a cave and collect a magic weapon. It's kind of funny, given that we already have one. Now we can travel to Kelethan and Lesser Feydark by activating the points. Oh, it's a fire beetle. That's the block button. Oh, I died. Whoops. That'll teach me to pay attention to my health. Now we're back at our checkpoint, which is the elevator. I gotta pay attention. Just press start to skip that. Anyway, we go over here and activate the portal. R1 is the block button. Oh man, I gotta remember not to fight those beetles all at once. In 2-player mode, if someone dies, you can just go back to the portals and the save points and respawn the other player. We will once again activate the portal. Boop, portal activation. We won't be dying this time. Just move forward carefully. There's 2 of the beetles. Whoa, run away. Oh, I died yet again. Alright, round like 5 or 6. Man, people are gonna get hours of laughs to be dying to to fire beetles. That fire is dangerous, no doubts there. Especially when you're a noob adventurer. Oh, go get a magic weapon to protect. I have a magic weapon. Fool, you can't even defeat fire beetles. Quiet, you. We don't talk about that. There we go. Finally got past those fire beetles. Now the controller will vibrate when you're low on health. Kind of interesting. We'll get some more heal potions here. Alright. We actually have higher armor boots. Gate back. Having health potions is important. We're almost to level 3. Heal potion. Whoa, level up. Whoa. That's at level 5. We'll take Disease Bolt, so we have an ability. It's on the circle button. Now we can use magic. Now that's the cave we're supposed to go down into. We'll see what's off in that other direction before we do that. Backwards compatible PlayStation 3s, what we're playing on today, are rare and hard to find these days, by the way. I would recommend always getting it fixed and holding on to it. There's our disease bolt. Having a good disease bolt, you'll find to be really effective. At helping you survive in this game. Now the disease bolt, as you can see, will spread to other creatures when you hit them with it. Very helpful. Nice, a shield. Oh, we got a padded helmet. Requires level 5. Sadness. Now, in the original EverQuest, you could go on raids to the plains to fight the gods. Which, oddly enough, you also get to go to those plains here as well. There's also a second game, Return to Arms, which I also have and can show you. But I'll make that a separate video. I might do a whole playthrough of this in separate videos. Show you what the whole game looks like. Wonderful game. There's a lot of nostalgic memories for me. Played this a lot with my bros back in the day. You know, the PlayStation 2 had a huge release launch. And it continued to get better. I love, like, she does a lot of things, says a lot of things that are funny. Alright, secret wall. She says unique things to every area you enter in. Like, being a dark elf, she's always happy to go into dark places and be underground. Her interactions and the things she says are part of what make her my favorite character to play as. This is my personally favorite recommended class when you play this game. Or you could just, you know, pick the mage and be OP and just cheese your whole way through the game. Or you can actually just pick the Shadow Knight and have lots of fun. Come here, you. Now this shaman that you see will keep resurrecting enemies. You have to be careful when you're frozen, because if they get a critical hit, it will shatter you, and you'll die instantly. We'll get through this cave here. Yeah, take that. Magic resistance, but there's no armor. Alright, we got gloves. Helmet, gloves. No better pants or shoes yet. That would be cool, except that it only has 8 armor. The trade-off there isn't too good. Yeah, secret wall. I like this game even more than I like Baldur's Gate, the Dark Alliance. The Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance games I still love very much. They're really good. But I think this one is better. And I like this one more. The second one, Return to Arms. Also very good, but lots of glitches. You can also make a Vashir Berserker, and there's a troll. Nah, not a troll, an Ixar Shaman. There were a lot more playable races in the original EverQuest MMO, including a race of frog people known as Froglocks. The Ixar were the first expansion race added, and that was in the Ruins of Kunark expansion. World of Warcraft pretty much killed EverQuest when it came out. Alright, level game. To stop them from resurrecting.
My pack's full.
Now we can always sell these gate scrolls down to 2 because you're not gonna need more than that, especially if you're soloing. Like all RPGs, the game gets easier as you level up. See if they have anything anything cool to buy armor-wise. Not really. So we want to buy more potions. And we can sell a few of these. A health bonus. Alright. Ah, the items on the ground disappeared. Sadness. Oh, nice, a storm shard. We can add shock bonus to our weapons with that. There was nothing in there, so we'll go to the other tunnel. Or cave, rather. Which I think is this way. Got a nice water effect in here too. To be honest, the details of the character models in this game really surprised me. They did such a good job on this. Yep, there it is. Oh, buddy. These bears are so much health, it's ridiculous. If they killed the boss over there, I'm gonna laugh. Nope, he's still alive. Just as he bolts him to death. There we go. Gain level 5 and we'll stop for the day. I'm glad I get to share this game with you.
The way they used to.
Almost out of health potions. Sell all our junk loot. Bought a spare gate scroll just in case. The L2 button is your mana potions, by the way. Oh, I died. Terrible. That fireball wrecked me. Fire enchanted archer. Always beware of enemies that have magical weapons. They will wreck you. Yeah, level up. Now I gotta fight to the shaman, because if I don't kill the shaman, he'll just keep resurrecting everyone. Oh, I got beat down. Dang. Always kill the shamans in this game first. Oh, death. And that fire archer is gonna be a pain in the ass. Gotta kill him first. There we go. Alright, we gained a level. So now we can have Bind Wound and Life Tap. Take a Life Tap. Life Tap will let you absorb health from enemies. Occasionally. See, that's the resurrection that these shamans make. Make sure the shamans die. Kiting for the win. Oh, look at that. We found a new weapon. Now, we'll give you mana or health. It varies. But Life Tap is a good ability to have. Yeah, look at boots. We got a padded helmet. We got better armor. Sell our junk and save the game. We'll keep the bow of embers. Yeah, we got our flaming bow. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for being here and watching the video, my friends. I love you all. You can and you will achieve your dreams. And I will see you all again very soon. Have a great day, everyone.